What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here. And well, today I wanted to talk a bit about Iron Saga Versus. Iron Saga Versus is this upcoming 2D fighting game basically about mechs. You're able to fight as mechs. They're a chibi design, or they're not like full size, but I still think a lot of them look cool. So this has been a game I've been looking forward for quite some time. I thought aesthetically it looked really interesting, and what really got me into it was the fact that they're not just using original Mecha, but they're also using mechas from other IPs, so they're having collaborations. For example, Mazinger is in the game. You can play as Mazinger C. Dancouga is going to be in the game. And they have like Robo is also like a lot of franchises that they're working with that they're going to bring their mechs in. And for me, I was like, yo, that looks cool. I'm hoping the game runs well. I'm hoping the game feels well, because one of my biggest concerns was like, well, I hope it doesn't feel janky or off-putting. Now, the game is not out yet. There's no specific release date, it just says 2024. However, because of Steam Next Fest, there's actually a demo/beta that you can download from now until October 22nd. And basically, you get access to practice mode, you can do versus mode on screen, and you can play multiplayer, which is supposed to be on rollback netcode. Now, when it comes to, like I said, the presentation, I think it looks fantastic. Like, my first concern was like, oh, I hope it doesn't feel janky. It really doesn't. Like, I was quite surprised. It feels smooth. It feels very cohesive. When you're seeing the movement go, when you're pressing buttons and you're seeing it, it just looks and feels fantastic, which I'm really happy for. In this demo, we only get access to 4 mechs, 3 which are from the Iron Saga IP, I guess, and 1 which is from Mazinger. The demo has a very robust tutorial that will teach you how to play the game, and then there's also trials. So you can go in and you'll be able to learn combos from one of the 4 characters. You'll be able to pick and see how combos work, do the trials, and get an idea of like, hey, I can do this. Because one of the biggest problems with betas with fighting games is fighting game beta includes like a trial mode to get an idea of like, how can I do certain combos, what could connect, what could inspire. And instead, people have to go with the flow and see, oh, this connects with this connects with that. But it's fantastic that that's available, because it gives you an idea of like, oh, this I can do this move, and then I can do this, and it like provides more like a guide. Also, for people who are not good at like coming up with combos, it gives them an idea of what to do. The game features practice mode, which the practice mode also features frame data, which is something very important, which not a lot of games, well, I think a lot of games now are adding it, but still, the fact that this is in the demo, you're able to see the frame data, that's amazing for practice. And then, of course, you have multiplayer. Sadly, though, the multiplayer hasn't been working well for me. Now, yes, this is technically a beta, so this is the reason we have this. They can test things out, see what doesn't work, and then be able to fix it. For me, I think I've only had 1 match that went well, but then all of my other matches either froze or I just couldn't get a connection, and like it wasn't that fun trying to get matches. Just for some reason, every time I would win the round, it just freeze. I would say right now that's the only downside. So if you are interested in trying out the demo. That's the only thing right now that I would say maybe as we progress through the beta, it will improve. And also as there's more players, connection might get better because I'm currently playing this very late and I don't expect a lot of people to be on playing the game. Cool thing is with the mechs, they all feel very different and they all have like unique moves. So it's not just like they're cookie cutters, like they're all unique in their own way with their own advantages, with their own moves and their playstyle. And another cool thing which I really like that fighting games no longer do, well, some of them no longer do, but when you select a character, you can choose one more move, or I don't know if you would say like a different playstyle or mode. So you can select between two, and that will alter a bit what abilities you have access to, which I think is pretty cool. So that also brings a bit of like, oh, I can pick this or I can pick that depending on who I'm playing. I think it always adds a bit extra being able to pick moves. So I think that's pretty cool that the game has. Like supers feel amazing, like everything of this game feels very well. I'm quite surprised with the demo. Like, I am extremely now looking forward to the game release. Like I said, they just need to nail the online, and I think the game is gonna do well as well if we have word of mouth, of course. If people see about like how cool this game is and how well it works, maybe it can do fine and maybe we can get more IPs into the game. I love fighting games and I love mecha, so this is like the best of both worlds for me. So I'm quite surprised this exists. For the multiplayer, they have like the ability for you to go into a room and you're able to control like a chibi character, which is what a lot of games do now. Like they have like this battle room where you can see other people, chat with other people, so that's available. Or you can go directly and just go free match or rank, and it just matches you with people, which I usually prefer, but there's different options. Overall, I would say for me right now, 2 thumbs up, at least as the game. Like if we ignore there's a beta, the multiplayer has problems, like ignoring that, everything else like really feels good. Presentation, how the game works, depth, there's a lot of depth because characters feel unique, they have different moves, there's combos, there's like so much here. So definitely check it out if you like fighting games or maybe you like mechs. If you like both, definitely check this out. As always though guys, what are your thoughts? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.